Bret the Hitman Hart, and you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
Watch. Okay, well, has this always been a thing? Where have I been?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Smacked Raw podcast, SmackDown recap edition. We are your hosts, of course. I am Kyle Tyson, joined by pretty much my permanent SmackDown co-host, Mr. RN. RN, how was your debut hosting show? How'd that go for you?
It was a little nerve-wracking at first because your notes were fucking ridiculous. The novel you sent me for a script, so I just kind of winged it, got as much of the information I could on there that was pertinent to the fucking show, and we just hit it. I mean, Kev was even on his best behavior. Like, he only interrupted me about 5 times. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't too bad.
No, not that bad. Kevin's always up for cutting people off. Does he harass you the same way he harasses Katie?
No, he didn't, and I think that's what made it better. Like, he still was being Kev, but he wasn't like giving me. He was giving me shit, but not like he gives Katie shit, because he knew, like, we tried to do like some more behind the footage shit. This should be for like our Patreon, but before we got started, we recorded like 15-20 minutes before, and I was like running through, like, I hope he had that shit, me trying to get through the script that you sent me, because those fucking bloopers would be fucking amazing.
It rolls off the tongue after enough times. Speaking of those notes, you guys, we're a wrestling recap show. We stream here live on twitch.tv/puttingyouover. If you ever miss a live stream, of course, we're on youtube.com/SmackDrawPodcast. And then pretty much anywhere you can find the audio version of podcasts, you can find us there too. Lastly, we're the exclusive recap show for WrestlingNewsWorld.com. Bookmark the website, check out all the articles. They got a bunch of talented writers over there, and some other podcasts as well too. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But I hear what you're saying, RN. Katie, trust me, sympathizes with you. That script, it's hard. You have to practice. Like, I didn't give you the same advice I gave her, but I always said, I was like, look, before I started the show with Rob, like the first episode, like a madman, I just talking to myself alone in the house was going over the intro. I had done the intro probably 100 times before I ever actually recorded one of the intros.
I tried to do that. Like, I tried to like run it, like how you wrote it, and I just fucking butchered it every single time. And then Kev's ass was like, he didn't know, like, oh, wait, was I supposed to be recording this? Like, no, bro, I'm practicing. But like, the type of person I am, I can't study for shit. Like, I just like, I'll read over it, I'll figure it out, shoot it, and go. So like, I was like, you know what, Kev, this ain't fucking working. I'm just gonna do it. If we have to go back and edit it and redo the intro, we will. But let's just run it. And I just ran it, gave like the bullet points of Patreon, Wrestling News World, wherever your podcasts are found, like, and kept it fucking moving, bro.
That's awesome. Speaking of Patreon, if you ever want to support your wrestling creators, man, we would greatly appreciate it. Head on over to patreon.com/SmackDrawPodcast. You have tonight and tomorrow to join and still get the rewards for October. Of course, you can get stickers, you can get t-shirts. We'll plug your stuff. If you do stuff online, we'll go ahead and sponsor your content on our show for a month straight. That's the $25 tier. But yeah, there's some good stuff over there, man. And there's more coming. I'm so busy. We're going to get into it a little bit, how busy my ass is right now. It's just hard. Some stuff gets put on the back burn for a while, and then a while turns into like a month, and then a month turns into 2 months, and then D-Rod's asking me where the hell his t-shirts were that he bought back in September, or actually August, excuse me, which, by the way, D-Rod, you're not in the chat, but in case you ever do catch the recap, actually ordering those shirts the moment we're done recording. I'm going to get those shirts ordered and get them sent over to D-Rod ASAP, and then the rest of the people on the show, like Katie, you guys will get your shirts, I don't know, in another 2 or 3 months, but still. Well, at least D-Rod his stuff that he paid for. But nah, man, dude, I've been really busy. So first off, my impulsive ass last night, driving home, pick up my kids right from work. I pick them up from my in-laws. They live in the woods. Essentially, they live on the outskirts of a country town. They're well in the woods. Yeah. And they always got like stray cats and stuff running around. We adopted like one or two of the cats over time. Well, yesterday I saw like I was like, dude, that's a cat, but it's like a hairless cat. What the hell is that thing? And it runs into my father-in-law's garage, right? And I was like, I bet that shit's a dog. So I closed the garage so it can't get out, right? I'm cornering the shit. And I let him know, I'm like, hey, man, I think you got some dogs. I was like, I know you got cats, man, but you got dogs. And he's like, yeah, we got 2 little ankle biters running around. I was like, well, shit, man. I was like, let me take one of those dogs home, man. Jess has been wanting a lap dog for years, but those motherfuckers cost like $1,000, $2,000, right? So there I am in his garage trying to unbury this fucking chihuahua. Yeah, man. And he was like, dude, that thing's mean. And he's like, it'll bite you. It barks all the time. I was like, look, tiny dogs do one of 2 things when they're backed in the corner. They either are for real and they'll come at you, or they're going to turn over and show you their stomach, right? And then probably piss all over themselves. And that's what this one did. Thank God, man, because I was not about to have my hand tore up for a fucking gift. Here, look, I got a picture of him.
5-year-old Chihuahua.
Yeah, right. I don't know how well my camera's going to pick this up. We'll see if it'll get it in focus. Right there. That's the little guy right in front of my other dog. But
that dog's actually kind of dope looking, though, with the liver spots and shit.
Yeah, man. His name is Cobalt. Cobalt.
How long have you had it?
Just since last night.
Just
home last night. Fucking last night, bro. So my dumbass got drunk, too. I was like, I'm going to surprise my wife. She's going to come home. I'm going to be like, baby, close your eyes, right? And then she's going to be like, Kyle, I don't want your penis. I'll be like, it's not my penis. And then be like, just close your eyes. And then I would present her with a dog. And she would like cry and then console me and shit. And it'd be sweet. My ass fell asleep watching football, right? And so
we're going to have to give her the dog.
Yeah. So I fell asleep before she got home. Didn't get to give her the dog. So I woke her ass up 4:30 in the morning. I was like, baby, I got a surprise for you. She's like, Kyle, I don't want your penis. I was like, it's not my penis. All right. And fucking hell, man. I gave her the dog. She's cool, man. She likes the dog. She said she didn't at first. She was like, it's ugly. But then like 2 hours in, she's like, fucking adores the dog. So that's my story from last night.
That was actually a good story. I can't even front. I wasn't gonna give you shit, but that was a dope story. The references to your wife not wanting your dick always makes it better. It's not my dick, I swear.
Yes, I swear.
Swear it's not. What else are you gonna give me at 4:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
Please, not my dick.
It's a fucking dog, man. Yeah, but so that's what I got going on. From last night. And then tonight after the show, on top of ordering the shirts, if you guys didn't get a chance to watch Unpopular Wrestling Opinions, I'm going to upload that after we shoot SmackDown. And then we'll also have your NXT recap with Kevin. I'll have that up too. We'll probably have 3 podcasts up tomorrow.
This is when I got dropped off one of our...
That's that cute, ugly dog, man. That's that cute, ugly you got going on right there.
She's ugly as shit.
Yeah.
We're about to breed her in a couple weeks, but yeah, she's the foundation pick. She stinks, smells like a foot.
Man. Oh my God. Yeah, your dog. I took. Is that the one that was in the pictures?
No, we have four of them. That's one of the 3.
Oh,
we have 3. Boy,
I got you now.
I got my trash dog that I got from my friend that costs nothing. I tell him all the time he literally can't do anything for us. He could get replaced. Look him right in his face and tell him that.
Yo, so I think we're here to talk SmackDown. SmackDown tonight, man. What'd you think? It was
B. I'd say B plus, but for SmackDown, that's an A. because we had such a strong run of shitty SmackDown shows. So, I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. Roman and Jey made this show even worth.
Yeah.
Not that it wasn't worth watching, but it made it that much more watchable. So,
You remove them from the show, it was forgetful.
It was a normal SmackDown show if you remove them from the show, but
Yeah.
this Romans came back. This shit's been next level. So
It was cool, man.
it was a good show.
You had a sit down interview with Lars Sullivan that seemed like I liked what Matt Ritter said in our chat. He's like, it feels like a knockoff version of the the JR Mankind promos. That's exactly what it felt like.
I didn't watch it. I mean I don't want to say I blacked it out, but I just didn't pay attention to it all. Like I'm completely. He's I don't want to say he's dead to me because I don't want to say anyone's dead. That's someone's loved one. But I'm too fucked about Lars.
Like from a story point of view, they're trying something with him. It's all flat. Like that dude feels like his ceiling outside of like all the outside noise that goes on whenever he's on screen. Just his character, everything feels like he just feels like he'll fuck up the mid card for 2 months and then they'll forget him. Like there's nowhere for his ass to go.
And a lot of that is what happened outside because I feel like before, like when he was on NXT when they first brought him in, I had high hopes for him. Like I thought that we'd maybe get what we should have got from Braun out of him, like just a monster heel, fucking everybody up, being a terrible person, destroying the set and everything. And then all that other stuff popped up that we found out about. And I don't think he offended so many different groups of people. That's why I think
really
everything just falls flat. Because like if he was just racist, it is what it is. The show goes on. If he was just homophobic, same thing. I mean, people are going to be pissed, but it is what it is. The show goes on. But if you do misogynistic, all of it, like, but if you knock out,
he just went down the buffet line of offending people.
Everybody he can offend. So it's like he killed his entire audience. Like, because at least at the end of the day, you always got white males to have your back. Then when you do some shit to piss them off too, like you're done for. So if that 18 to 45 white male graphic ain't fucking with you in wrestling, you're done.
Well, there's still going to be the average wrestling fan that doesn't live on Twitter, that doesn't keep up with all the behind the scenes. They live their lives, and on Friday they turn SmackDown on, and then that's their wrestling content for the week. So I mean, I'd like to hear what somebody who's not exposed to all of that backlash and bullshit he did, and I still bet he's just an apathetic draw. Like people are like, I don't care. He's on the screen, whatever, you know.
They're gonna have to do something drastic. Like he's gonna have to literally like damn near hurt somebody. Like not so much to like pushing it through the stage and the stage blowing up like Braun and them did, but like he's gonna have to hurt somebody, not big, but at least semi-big. Like maybe even Daniel Bryan. Like he's gonna have to do something.
Story-wise, he's the one who took Jeff Hardy out for that year.
Yeah, but who remembers that?
I know. Yeah, exactly. Because Lars was gone shortly after that too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, was that for the breakdown, or was that before once he said all the shit? Because remember, it was twice he left. He left.
Yeah, there was the first time was leading up to WrestleMania. He had anxiety issues.
Yeah,
and that was honestly the best part for him because they were going to do shit with John Cena.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he hasn't even had anything lined up close to as big as that since. But then, you had like the bullshit come up from like years past, and I don't know. It's all been a blur with that dude.
That's why I said he's gonna have to. I doubt they'll put him with John Cena now because of all the baggage that he has. But
John Cena be like, I ain't messing with that. You know,
right? They're gonna have to Daniel Bryan or somebody. They're gonna have to do something similar to that, where a bigger name where he takes them out.
Just have him go fuck up people on Main Event. You know, just send him over to Main Event and have him fuck people up over there.
They've invested too much in him now. They're never gonna fucking do that. They're gonna keep shoving them down our throat till they get the point.
That's not really the best phrasing for Lars Sullivan, but anyways, Carmella, we learned she's gonna debut next week. She's what is it? Unstoppable. Untouchable. Yeah, excuse me. Who was it that's unstoppable? They labeled another female tonight unstoppable, and I remember that's what threw me off.
I can't remember.
Yeah, let's see. I think it was it was after Carmella. Oh, it was Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is unstoppable, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Carmella, she's gonna do her thing, and then I guess the cringe angle with Murphy and Aaliyah. We got all that stuff going on. I'm holding onto one shred of hope that this is all a ruse to fuck up the Mysterio family still, and it's not as skin deep as it's being presented, man.
I don't care. I mean, she's of age. The most offensive thing about this whole angle is her mom jeans that she wears. But other than that, I mean, we've seen this a million fucking times. Like,
yo, that's Ray right there. That's Ray telling her what to wear. You can't wear that.
I mean, we've seen this how many times? And like I said, I'm just like, I know it's a different angle, but it's still the same damn Seth Rollins, Rey Mysterio angle. Like, this shit's been going on for like 6 months almost.
I know.
Longer. It's been going on since WrestleMania, wasn't it?
Fuck yeah, it was well before WrestleMania. Technically, this started around Survivor Series of last year. him and Seth Rollins started throwing barbs at each other because Seth Rollins came out. It was Seth Rollins turned heel. He had like the State of the Union address. He pulled out the whole locker room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he told Rey Mysterio he was a failure, and that's when it kind of initially started, man.
Yeah, because and what we don't understand, he's had 2 different versions of the acolytes. He had fucking the Authors of Pain, then they disappeared. Then he had Austin Theory for a little bit,
and then he disappeared. Oh man, yeah, dude, he's got to be the worst Messiah. He cannot keep any of his goddamn followers, man.
Yeah.
Jesus. But yeah, we'll talk about that some more. And then really the only other thing that's worth talking about was just the main event angle. All the Roman and Jey shit. So with that, let's go ahead and kick it off. Roman and Jey start off the show. The whole premise of the night is set around, is Jey gonna fall in line? Roman shows off everything that happened at Hell in the Cell, and they have this wonderful dynamic, man. Like if anybody has risen to the occasion, Jey Uso has. Like just tenfold, man. And I'm happy WWE is still running with him. And it wasn't just turned into like a short angle, which I think it was slated to. But they were just like, well, fuck, man, you got some untapped potential in there. But yeah, the whole dynamic of Jey just being filled with rage in front of Roman, just knowing that like he hates the man in front of him, but obviously the whole stipulation, you getting cut out of the family. That's gonna be fucked up, man. You can't miss out on those Christmas cards, bro.
My shit is the thing I loved about it is that Roman didn't waver. Like he didn't let any type of emotion creep into it at all. He told him matter of factly, how did you expect me not to do this shit? I told you what I was gonna do. Yeah. I did all of this to keep this and to stay the head of the table. Like the coldness and the fucking like sheer like just badass balls, like no fear of or any type of like hesitation of talking down to somebody, like that type of shit. Like we got that with Roman Reigns as a face, and it didn't come off right. It always came like, you know what I'm saying? But now that he's being a heel, that arrogance that just like cranked up to 1,000, like that shit damn near gave me chills. I ain't gonna fucking lie. Like it was, this was a home run for sure.
Yeah, no, these guys, their chemistry, especially because what's funny is they sucked, in my opinion, as the Bloodline with him teaming with the Usos, and they were all faces. But this, just them all being heels, man. I don't get, the chemistry is just through the fucking roof now.
What I was talking to somebody about, I think I was talking to my older brother about this. The reason why I think all this shit works and why the Uso penitentiary stuff and everything took off is because these dudes are finally getting to be themselves.
Yeah.
You're getting to see who these people really are, the shit that they're flavoring, that little bit of African American spice they got on them, that little whatever it is. They're finally getting to be themselves and not having some 21-year-old white dude writing for them. You know what I'm saying?
Being told like behind the curtains, make sure you smile like the whole time you're on camera and shit.
Exactly. They're really being themselves. And what is the Stone Cold, all the pros say, what is the best version of a wrestler? themselves turned up to 1,000.
Yeah, just crank it, man.
And that's what we're getting.
Yeah, dude, I love the fucking just Jey like a fucking teenager being told he can't go to a concert, just like screaming at Roman like, I hate you.
Not fair.
Yeah, it really wasn't. I mean, with his emotion, it made it good, but that very easily could have come off cringy. But everybody was so talented, it worked fucking perfect. And did you notice Paul Heyman got to say 2 words that whole thing, but yet Paul Heyman's presence still makes it feel so much bigger. Fucking love everything they're doing with this.
If you really think about it, the last few weeks he hasn't said shit when he's in the ring with Roman. He talks backstage.
He talks when Roman's not around to talk for himself.
Exactly, but it still feels like Paul is a huge part of this. Like, and that's another thing I like too. Like, no matter what you say about Paul Heyman, you could tell his hands are all over this storyline. You could tell.
Absolutely, I'll take it, man. I'll fucking take it. I can't wait to see where it goes. That we may have an idea where it's heading towards the at the end of the show, where it may be going. Also tonight there was a lot of qualifying matches to be on the Survivor Series team. Honestly, this premise is pretty fucking dumb. Everybody was on different brands like just a couple weeks ago, and now all of a sudden you have to rep your colors and stuff. It's whatever. But anyways, Kevin Owens and Ziggler actually have a pretty damn good match. They got good chemistry in there. I like the pop-up powerbomb, which was countered into a Famouser. That was a really nice touch. Kevin Owens, of course, comes away with the victory. He is the first person added to the SmackDown Survivor Series team.
The jeggings, man. I can't get down with people wrestling in jeggings. Like,
I noticed that too. He's ditched the basketball shorts that he normally wears. Yeah. Honestly, I never really liked Kevin Owens' attire. Like, he always feels like there's something off about his attire. Like, one thing holding it back. Now it felt like 2, though.
I kind of felt that way, too. But, like, I've seen him wrestle in, like, singlets and shit. And, like, it doesn't. Yeah. It looks terrible either way because he's not a body guy. Yeah. So, like, I always like the shit because that's literally what I would wear 90% of the time. A cutoff shirt or a cutoff shirt and basketball shorts. That's literally what I walk around the house in at all times. So,
who's on the Survivor Series team for Raw?
Shit, I don't even remember.
You don't remember, right? Yeah, Raw was kind of forgettable. I should know because I covered it.
Anybody in the chat know?
Kevin Owens dresses like I dress every day, says Matt Ritter.
Kevin Owens needs to be a heel.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't think we're far off from it. No. Let me see here. I see the men's Raw. Okay, Raw men's team. So far, we've got 3 of the 5 members: Keith Lee, AJ Styles, and Sheamus. Okay. Well, anyways,
and that's another thing too. I hate about the Survivor Series team shit. Like, it's like you said, these are all heels and faces, and like all of a sudden now they're gonna set everything aside because we love Raw or we love SmackDown. Like,
last year it was so stupid. The year before last, because they had just done the draft, and like a week or 2 later, you had SmackDown invading Raw. Right. It was like, bitch, you were just chilling with these people in catering like 2 weeks ago. Honestly, the Raw versus SmackDown premise is you need to just give it a break. This year easily could have been Survivor Series. Easily could have been Her Business and Retribution or something else. Like, you really didn't have to make it about brands this year.
My idea, what I think they should do, is it should just be a full pool, and everybody, and where the draft and everything is, SmackDown versus Raw, they pick everything there and fight there. The draft and everything there that fucking night. You pick your people, you pick your team. The end of the night, the main event, whatever, SmackDown versus Raw with your new teams and go at it.
Cool, man. Well, anyways, so Backstage, Natalya, Billie Kay, and Bianca Belair all vying for a spot on the SmackDown Women's Survivor Series team. If this didn't ever feel like a foregone conclusion, Bianca Belair standing next to Billie Kay and Natalya, they feel so much vastly below. Like, Bianca Belair honestly seems like she's on a different level than these girls.
I'll be honest with you, as a black man, I don't trust anything when fucking Natty's in the ring. They have put her over and gave her.
Yep.
This trash ass woman did not deserve so many times. Like, I didn't think Bianca was gonna win. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I was 70-30 Natty. Not even gonna lie to you.
Man, I felt bad because I was like, oh shit, there's Billie Kay. I felt so
I forgot that was even her. I'm like, oh shit, that's the Iconics chick. I don't even know who she is when she's not an Iconic.
Oh man.
I love the Iconics.
Yo, Twitter loves Billie Kay, and I'm not gonna lie, I think Billie Kay's if you compare Billie Kay when she's on the mic, like doing her segments and then also in the ring, I kind of feel like she's outpacing Peyton Royce right now.
I thought she was a better wrestler regardless. To me, she always has been, but
yeah, but Peyton's blonde, so you know there's
exactly.
Yeah. So Adam Pearce announces, like, look, you guys will all have a triple threat match. The winner of that will be on the SmackDown Women's Survivor Series tag team, whatever. We got that lame ass Lars interview. Trust me, you didn't miss anything. Essentially, like, it just reminded me of, like, throw in Kane's backstory, Mankind's backstory. Cody Graves sits down, chats with him. Lars coming across, they're making him they are definitely treating him more like Mankind in that he can talk, because they did let him talk for a little bit, but his backstory and everything we're used to it. You know, he's offended for being called a freak. He doesn't want to be called a freak, you know, and he's accusing Corey Graves of trying to get a rise out of him. He's not going to let him do it. And then he goes on this backstory about how kids made fun of him when he was a child, and he cried, so he showed some vulnerability. But of course they doubled down on the whole monster shit. He's like 30 minutes later, they were all screaming. And then his goal now is to essentially make hell on earth in front of everybody. It's just the cliche WWE monster shtick.
Right.
Throw in some like fucking lingo. Like, dude, they should have just. Granted, like, you know, there's not much you can save Lars here, but if I was gonna tweak his character, fucking humanize him, make the man just not come across like a gimmicky monster. You can still make him pissed. Just make him a misunderstood fucking heel.
They should have fucking did was leave his character like it was in NXT. He was an intelligent monster.
Yeah.
He could talk. He made articulate promos to where he was different than fucking Braun and all those guys just coming out screaming and shit in the camera. Like, yeah. I don't understand like why they shifted from that to begin with. Like, that was a good character. That was something where it gave him something different than the other monsters there, because most of the other monsters can't talk or anything. They just come out, scream, tear shit up, and then leave. Like, he could actually talk and have conversations. Like, yeah. It's just the mishandling like they always do.
Yeah, it's just they doubled down. We have some iconic monster heels in, like I said, Kane, Mankind, all these guys, and their whole thing was talking about hell and demons and stuff, and it just felt like just one of these 90s monsters that you ordered from Wish. After
Will Sasso coming back, like they said in the chat.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm glad other people noticed that, man. He does look so much like Will Sasso. It's fucking uncanny. But I wonder if, like Will Sasso, he can do a good Stone Cold impression. Will Sasso can crush a Stone Cold impression, man.
Fire.
Yeah. Oh man. So this is where it really started to show. Not that we couldn't already tell, but Aaliyah backstage with her boo Murphy, talking about, I got my mom's approval, but you know, we still, my dad and Dominic just don't understand, you know. And Murphy just says, he's like, well, I'm just gonna have to go apologize in the ring to him face to face. And dude, this just, God, it just reeks of like like some cringy teenage like boyfriend trying to vie for his girlfriend's dad's admiration. Like, bro, it ain't gonna happen. You helped tear his fucking eye out.
And then since then, you beat the shit out of her brother with kendo sticks. And every week since then, you have been fighting her brother, knockdown, drag out, double legging him and punching the shit out of him in the head for the last 6 months, bro.
But hey, look, man, I'm trying to fuck your daughter, so we cool.
We don't have to fight anymore. I don't want to beat you up. I want to beat her shit up. Is that all right?
Oh, it's so fucking stupid, man. Yeah,
and they're only doing this because she is 19. They just looking for shock value.
There you go. I'm glad they don't bring the age up into it though, because that really would creep me out. I get the age difference; it doesn't really bother me. But if you make that a thing, though, if you start bringing up and you start referring to her like a child, that's when it's gonna be like fucking weird.
That's my thing is like people pick and choose what they're offended about as far as age. Like if you can vote and go to the army or own and all that shit, like you're old enough to date whoever the fuck you want. Like that part never, it doesn't bother me at all.
No. We get that triple threat match between Bianca Belair, Natalya, and Billie Kay. Billie Kay and Natalya, of course, had their moments to shine. It looked like at one point Bianca Belair was going to tap out to both the crossface and a sharpshooter.
Right.
And I thought they were going to do it, and that would be how you. I thought they were going to do it, man, but they didn't. She gets out of the shit. She comes back, wins with a KOD on Billie Kay. So Bianca Belair is the first woman on the SmackDown Survivor Series team. Already looks better than the Raw's team.
Can we just admit that Natalya has the worst fucking sharpshooter in the history of the business?
She can't make anyone tap with it.
It's terrible. She doesn't even like she doesn't grab their legs right. She doesn't turn them right. She doesn't bend back right. Like she is literally one of the worst fucking wrestlers on this roster. She's terrible on the mic. Like, I don't understand where all these people get to, like, well, she's great in the ring. She's a legend. Like, no, she's not a legend. She hasn't fucking done anything. She had, like, 2 title reigns and been in the company for 20 years. She is, if Live, Laugh, Love was a person, that's who Natalya is. That's how lame and fucking trash she is. Throw her on the bathroom wall, cut off the lights, and leave.
You see all the video clips coming out on Twitter of her abusing her sister?
Oh, so just more evidence that she's a terrible person and a terrible wrestler, which is what I've been saying for about 5 years now, and everybody trashes me for it. She's ass. The definition of ass.
I haven't done the digging. It's either really really hilarious gag between her and her sister, or she's really fucking abusive. Like
actually, I looked at some of it's kind of like a combination of both because her sister's a dickhead too.
Yeah. She chops the shit out of her titties, man. It's so.
It was the one where they were just smashing cake in each other's face and shit. Like there was a couple.
I'm telling you, man. Dude, just put that shit on there. I'm cool with watching that shit. Her and her sister being dicks to each other. Yo, did you listen to Carmella's promo?
Yeah, I did. I dig it. Like I'm not gonna lie, I kind of dig everything about it.
Something about that shit, man. She's like, I'm that woman. I'm willing to do anything to get ahead. That really piqued my eyebrows.
It all seems like she's like an escort. I mean, that's just the vibe that I.
Yeah, that's kind of how it was coming across.
And the Polaroids are the Polaroids she's taking to blackmail motherfuckers that hired her. That's what I've got for me.
Is Carmella a prostitute?
Just uses them to get the money and then blackmails them when she gets to the hotel room, takes a picture of them with fucking like the gag balls in their mouth and shit to like sell. That's the vibe I've got from this the entire time.
If we come back and if that's her character, that's gonna be fucking awesome. The first person I'd want to see really fucked by that would be it'd have to be someone with a clean image, but is like really fucking fucked up behind the scenes.
Michael Cole is the first person.
No, not Michael Cole. Who's Michael Cole's protege over on SmackDown? What's his name? Thomas.
Todd Phillips, ain't it?
Yes, Tom Phillips, man, in his underwear with like a ball gag. That'd be the first motherfucker.
I wouldn't find that bad. I think Tom's that type of dude that he'd be down for some shit like that. Like, I think it needs to be like Saxton or something, probably.
Oh shit! Who else could she blackmail? That'd be really funny.
I think Samoa Joe would be funny. Well, I guess.
Oh shit, Samoa Joe and his like boxers and shit.
Yeah, and because he can fucking talk like a motherfucker. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. That's not me, Joe.
It wasn't me. Oh
right.
Fuck, man. Who
Daniel
else?
Bryan, dude, that would be dope.
Daniel Bryan. No,
See,
that'd be heartbreaking.
No, not like cheating or anything. Just him doing like shit straight against the environment, like not recycling shit, like
littering,
throwing the like soda rings that the turtles get their neck caught in, like throwing that in the ocean and shit. Just her straight up fucking catching people doing everything they said they wouldn't.
Dude, fuck yeah, she's really what we should have got out of the SmackDown hacker.
Right.
I promise you, everything that we're spitballing is going to be 100 times better than what actually comes out next week.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be Carmella with a new hairdo. That's all it's gonna be.
Yeah. Oh man, they better explain that fucking Polaroid camera. I
think my idea is
so this is where we get that cringe segment. Buddy Murphy, he wants to apologize face to face with Rey Mysterio and Dominic. He's out in the ring with Aaliyah. Instead, we get Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is pretty much spinning it. Aaliyah, your dad and your brother don't accept you, but I do. Yeah. You know, you all have a spot in the greater good.
He wasn't lying.
Yeah, I mean,
he didn't say, and that's the thing about heels in WWE. They're always telling the truth. If you really stop and look at what they're actually fucking saying, he's saying the truth. They are controlling. They are trying to tell her who she can and can't date. They are up in her business and shit. She's a grown-ass woman. Everything Seth Rollins said was 100% accurate.
Yeah, and this is what gives me hope that this angle might be a little bit more than skin deep. Because, of course, during all the shit talk, Dominic jumps at Seth Rollins. After Seth gets the upper hand, out comes Rey Mysterio. Once again, where the fuck were you guys before all of this? Why does your daughter have to be in potential danger for you to actually show your face in the ring? But anyways, as they're beating Seth down,
I don't understand why anytime Seth's music plays and he comes out on the ramp, why somebody isn't beating the brakes off of him as soon as he's on the ramp.
Yeah, that dude's made a lot of enemies. I'm sorry. Dominic starts beating down Seth Rollins, and then Buddy Murphy wants to get him a piece of Seth. He rips Dominic off. This pisses Dominic off. They start fighting, and that's what brings out Rey. So Rey doesn't give a shit about his daughter, but if you touch his son, that's when he'll fucking come out.
Also, I will give Rey credit. He did not attack Buddy. He really just pulled him off. Buddy technically attacked him.
I have to go back and watch that.
Yeah,
he was about to do the 619 though. He was gonna do the 619.
Yeah, he was about to do the 619, but that was after because Buddy fucking attacked him and they started fighting. But when he pulled him off of Dominic, he just pulled him back and then fucking Buddy pushed the shit out of him. So then he pushed him and then that's how it all got going. Because in his defense, he really didn't. He did just pull him off. He didn't attack him.
Okay. Afterwards, however, as Rey sets up for the 619, Aaliyah gets in the way. Don't attack him. She then drops the bombshell. I love him. And then as Rey and Dominic walk off, her and Buddy Murphy share one of the most forced fucking on-air kisses.
They didn't even move. They just stood right in one spot. Like, come on, bro.
You know, Rey had to coach him. Rey had to be like, this is how you're allowed to kiss my daughter. You know?
Right. Just by then, when they came and told me that, I would have stuck my tongue so far down her fucking throat. It would have been real life. It would have been that Edge and Lita fucking live sex show in the ring.
Oh my god. It was fucking bad. It was bad. My thing is, I hope this really isn't just everybody gets along at the end. I'm hoping it's a swerve. Murphy was using Aaliyah the whole time. Murphy never defected from Seth Rollins, and this was a whole thing to tear up the fucking
I don't want
Mysterio family from the inside.
I want Dominic and Aaliyah to turn and come to Seth's side, both of them.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I am with you on Dominic, because I love Dominic would just grow so well under Seth, and then he can get away from the whole fucking his family comes out for all of his matches.
Right, like your mom and dad cheering you on and shit. Like
so
literally
fucking weird, man.
I thought that's what we were getting from the beginning. Like that's what I thought this was all leading to, was Dominic turning on Ray. I thought it was gonna happen with the eye for the eye match. I thought that's how it was gonna work out. Dominic was gonna fucking turn on him, and that's how he got him. That's what this should have been a long time ago.
You know how they are. Sometimes they're just like, look, we gotta pump the brakes.
Right.
We'll just spin our wheels for 3 months. Yeah. So afterwards, Street Profits, they got a little promo, just hyping up their Survivor Series match with the New Day. Nothing special here. They did have a match with Cesaro and Nakamura. Montez Ford gets tossed into fucking space on the outside.
I hope they make some memes of that, like of Greg Norman getting tossed by the football player getting tossed. I hope they make some fucking like gifs and memes of Montez.
Some Randy Orton fucking RKO gifs and shit.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, I definitely hope we get it, because I'm not gonna lie, that like I don't understand how. First of all, his strip to throw another grown man, and that was Montez too, pushing off, and like how the fuck did they do that? That was crazy.
It was fantastic. You know, it's a good spot too, because they didn't just run the replay afterwards. They were like 5-10 minutes past that spot, and they were like, we gotta show this again.
I wonder like what he landed. Like, did they have a pad like back there
behind?
They
had a mat. I hope they had a mat. That's a rough landing, because you know he had to land flat because that wall is only so big,
right?
You know, so you gotta commit to that spot. God damn, I hope he had a mat. Anyways, of course, Street Profits win because Montez Ford hits another giant goddamn frog splash. Afterwards, Sami Zayn promo. Poor Sami and Bobby Lashley, the forgotten members of like the Survivor Series champion versus championship matches. Like, WWE could give a fuck about pushing them. They're really done.
It doesn't matter, because as long as the hurt business around Bobby's fine. It's just Sammy that's getting the Raw in. I'm not gonna lie to you, I had totally forgot he was even the Intercontinental Champion.
Nothing about him really pops right now for me. There's like, I don't know,
and
man.
It's that shitty belt too. Like, that belt doesn't even look like a WWE belt. Like,
I love the belt. Don't get me wrong, but like, everything about Sammy, from his outfit, like his color palette is so plain with his look. I get the look he's going for, but it just, nothing about the man pops anymore. And he does
be a great liberator without a group of people that you liberated.
Yeah.
Who the hell he's not with them anymore. So it's like, go back to being the old Sami Zayn. Like,
and it's like this, like, it's one thing for you to be pretentious and everyone's eager to shut you up. But it's like his pretentious attitude. None of his opponents really even give a fuck about him.
No.
Like, no one's vying to finally be the one to shut up Sami Zayn. It's just like no one. It's almost like no one even wants to be around him, so no one gives a shit about the Intercontinental Championship.
Right.
Like, feuding for it.
It's like I said, I completely forgot that he's even still the Intercontinental Champion. That belt, it's all right, but it's forgettable too. Like, I'd never liked the white one. But I feel like they need to do something. Either go back like to the old purple one that they changed to like rectangular looking one, or the old black one that looked like that. Like,
these are some terrible ideas.
I'm saying that one, everything's so boring and like blah. Like, you got to do fucking something, man.
Yeah, I know.
US belt is dope.
Yeah, see, the thing about it is Sami Zayn, once he's in the ring, he's fucking insane. Dude's so insanely talented in the ring. We're not treated to it enough. That's all it is. We're just not treated to that strength of his.
They need to let him be El Generico. Just get it the fuck out the way.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Or put him and Kevin Owens back together. They are lights out together. Either as opponents
teaming or feuding,
or a tag team. Either one.
I completely agree. So the Sasha promo, I still can't get on the Sasha train, man. Still can't do it. you conquered her. They're piping in cheers for her. It's obviously they still believe that Sasha is a face. She's not a fucking face. She has not done anything to redeem herself. You did shitty things. You've shown no remorse for any of the shitty things you've done. You know, you just wound up another shitty person. Why is anybody cheering you? Like I don't get it. I get her fans, but like the story that they've told and how they're portraying her is so off kilter, man.
But this is what they do every single time. Everyone pushes for and prays for her versus Bayley, and it always fucking falls flat, always, because they get put in positions that neither one of them need to be in. And this time it happens to be Sasha put in the wrong position. There is nothing about her ever that's face. She's like, I don't understand why they keep trying to force that on her. She's clearly a better heel and always has been. The bitch's name is the Boss. You don't know anybody that's cool or that you like, and they're the boss or your boss. Everyone hates their fucking boss.
It's so true.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing, even her outfits and shit. Like her outfits look like some shit a dick would wear, like some like snobby ass fucking like Kardashian chick and shit. Like everything about her screams heel. But yet they continuously try and pigeonhole her and shove her in square peg round hole all the fucking time. I want her beating bitches up, talking shit, talking about girls' wigs and stuff. That's who Sasha Banks is. That's who she's always been. This shit does not work, and it always falls flat. Always.
Yeah, someone needs to get in our comments or in the live chat and explain why the hell Sasha's a face. Go ahead and try and educate us, man, because I don't see it.
Where's Vince at? I mean, Sasha Stan. Like, we need a stand or something to explain to us what exactly is good about her. She's a good guy in any way. They've been heels for the past 7 fucking months, and they just fought each other. So how does that make you a heel because you turned on another heel because a heel turned on you? Like, that does not make you a face. That's how they insult our intelligence all the time. So just because one bad guy turned on another bad guy, that bad guy becomes a good guy because 2 negatives equal a positive.
Hey, you're absolutely right, man. The promo she cut was all right. It was all right.
It was lame as fuck.
It was kind of lame. She's toting she's toting Bayley's chair, right? And I thought this was going to be good because I thought she was going to show the 0-1. Like I thought that was the whole purpose. But
Right.
No, she just got mad like 3 sentences into her promo and chucked the chair. Here's the thing, though. It's a weak-ass throw because Sasha Banks is like 90 pounds soaking wet.
I thought it was going to bounce back and crack her in the shins. I'm not gonna...
Such a weak throw, man. I don't know. I feel like, okay, that's a cheap shot. I'm not trying to take shots at Sasha. However, I do like that Bayley came out likable in this. Bayley's still more likable between these two because Bayley came out and addressed the truth. It's like, right. I'm not even gonna make like excuses why you beat me, this and that. You know, so for one, right there, she is taking ownership of the loss, and then 2, she addresses the truth. She's like, "Look, I'm not worried about your title reign. Like, good for you, you won it. You know."
No,
but,
you can't. She did make one excuse though. Right before that, she said, "Technically,
you made me sign under duress
for the match." So, yeah. But she's right though. She said it like, "Bitch, you can't keep the belt." We all been saying it's the first night she won it. 1 million people on Twitter was saying, "All right, so who's Sasha gonna lose the belt to on Friday?"
Yeah. So Bayley announces that they're gonna have a rematch next week, and that will end Sasha Banks' 13-day run.
I thought that we weren't doing the rematch clause.
Same here, man. Same here. I don't know. I think they're gonna make Sasha hold on to it for a long time, just because how many people like. Just how well known it is now that Sasha can't keep a belt and it's crossed over into story role. Like if they have her lose the belt in early or too early, she'll just be a joke at this point. She'll just literally be a joke and she'll lose she'll lose a lot of that star power.
Anybody in the chat know her longest storyline?
Or her longest title reign, you mean?
Title reign on it.
Yeah. I think we covered it the other. I want to say someone said it was like something like 31 days or something.
Jeez, are you kidding me?
It was like 1 or 2 months tops. But yeah, I think she'll probably hold on to it till at least Royal Rumble. I think she'll hold it to Royal Rumble, and I don't know. I don't know anything after that. Honestly, I'm ready for someone else to come in, like Bianca Belair. I do like that in Bianca's matches, Corey Graves keeps driving it home. Within a year, she'll be champ. Yeah. Yeah, so I do like that.
Well, I don't know. That was a kind of a fucking... It was a wait for Drew McIntyre, so we'll see.
It was a minute, man. It was a minute. What else? Oh, afterwards, yeah, we get the main event. Jey Uso taking on Daniel Bryan for a spot on the Survivor Series tag team. Roman Reigns comes out. He watches the match outside. They have a good, straightforward match. Jey, I knew it when they got paired up. I was like, Daniel Bryan's the type of person, he's going to put Jey over. Jay's going to win this and look really good. And he did.
Absolutely.
Came out aggressive. He ends up pinning Daniel Bryan. Roman Reigns comes in the ring. Right away, Jey doesn't even hesitate. He's like, I'm falling in line. I know where you sit at the table. I understand now. Roman kind of just looks at Daniel Bryan, and Jey picks up on the message. Additional super kick to Bryan. Another splash. He keeps.
No, he told him flat out. He said something. He said, "I believe you. Make Daniel Bryan believe you."
That was the second time.
Oh no, yeah, that was okay.
Yeah. The first time he just looked at Daniel Bryan, and Jey Uso picked up on it. Afterwards was Jey screaming like, "Yeah, I understand," and that's like what you said. He tells make him understand, and Jey just beats the piss out of Bryan. He puts. Yeah. Does a splash from the top ropes through the commentary table. For one, Jey can't really jump that far. No. I was like, he doesn't really have that much ups, man. I got nervous. He did come up kind of short.
It's normally Jimmy that does those like long like flash.
He almost fucked up big time, man.
Right.
But yeah, he beat the piss out of Bryan, and that's how we close the show. Jey Uso falls in line. They pipe in all the boos. And if you are going to turning heel on Daniel Bryan is what'll do it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only part I didn't like about it is that it was Daniel Bryan, but for the story moving forward and what they needed it for, like it couldn't have been anybody else but Daniel Bryan.
Right. What do you think? You think Daniel Bryan now feuds with Roman?
I would say yes. I mean, who else is there for him to feud with?
Because the only thing I can think of is I saw earlier, I want to say it was Matt Ritter. It could have been someone else saying it looks like this Kevin Owens, Daniel Bryan tag team will be a thing now. I wouldn't imagine it. I mean, it might be next week, but they may have to hold off till after Survivor Series. But I could see that is Kevin Owens and Daniel Bryan.
When is Jey coming back?
Huh?
I mean, when's Jimmy getting cleared?
I think Jimmy's still got a couple months.
Because that's the only way I can see that being a thing is if Jimmy was coming back and then you have the brothers versus Kevin Owens and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, they might do Roman and Jey, though, as a tag team.
I don't know. I just know Kevin Owens needs to be a heel.
Jesus.
ASAP.
Katie says in the chat, longest reign was 27 days.
God damn, she didn't even get a month?
She couldn't even get a month out, man.
Like in my head, I feel like she's had like 6-7 month title reigns. Like I guess maybe just because she's had so many, but
like her and Charlotte traded that belt for like a year straight back in 2016.
Yeah, like, but damn, baby girl ain't even get a month. She ain't even get a.
She was just chasing it all the time. That kind of what made her feel like she was in that title picture. Right. She just never held on to it.
Damn, that is dirty.
Yeah. What's 28 days from from Hell in the Cell? When was Hell in the Cell? It was Sunday, right? The 18th?
No, not the 18th, was it?
It was last Sunday, wasn't it?
This Sunday that just passed?
Oh, it was this Sunday that just passed, 25th.
Yeah.
So you got the 1st, 6th, 13th would be 21. So if she loses it on Monday Night Raw, November 21st, that'll be her longest reign by 2 days.
Well, it wouldn't be Raw, it'd be that SmackDown. So
she's on SmackDown. So yeah, be SmackDown, be that Friday. It would be just shy of of a week longer than her longest reign. If she can hold it till this time next month.
That is dirty.
Yeah, it's some rough stuff.
Damn.
If she can hold on to it this time next month, it'll be her longest reign by almost a week.
She's probably had 6 or 7 title reigns, right?
She's had like 4, I want to say, maybe 5. 3, I want to say 3 or 4.
Damn, like that just blew my fucking mind. Not even 30 days. I almost said 30 days. Not even 30 days.
Yeah, man. Anyways, that's the show, you guys. Thank you all for watching. If you like what you hear, make sure to like, subscribe, leave some comments on our YouTube pages. I like to talk to people on the YouTube comment section. Of course, like I said, hop over to Patreon. What else we got going on? We don't really have anything going on this week.
Mm-hmm.
I might do the game show on Putting You Over on Saturday. I'm not sure about that. And then next week, of course, Full Gear. We're doing a predictions league. It's not too late to join. You can always let us know your predictions for upcoming pay-per-views. DM me at the Kai Tai Show or the show's handle at SmackDrawPod. Let us know you want to be in the predictions pool. The winner of each season, we're going to hook them up with something. I know we'll hook them up with at least with a sticker pack. I know that. We'll see how we're feeling, and we might do something extra. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us once again. Until next time, you guys have a good one.
Have a good one, guys.